Welcome to Mr. Belle Kitchen today. First of all, I would like to thank all my subscribers, all my viewer watchers that have been watching and haven't subscribed and thinking about subscribing. Yes, you should subscribe. Mr. Belle have a lot of videos, recipes on how to cook in the Power XL and without the Power XL cooking on the stove. So today I'll be making some quesadillas. This morning we got up, my son, he wanted quesadilla for breakfast, and I thought about it. I told him, nah. Dad, make me a quesadilla. Okay, I'll make you a quesadilla. As you know, I have quesadillas in the Power XL different way. But the other day, I had made some pizza in the Power XL, and I had some leftover pepperoni. So I told my son, yes, I would make you a quesadilla this morning because I thought about I had some leftover pepperoni. I'm going to make you a quesadilla with some pepperoni in the quesadilla. That way, nothing you have left over go to a waste. You always can use it and make another recipe and make it delicious too. So today, that's what I would be cooking today for breakfast. We would have some quesadillas. I would be using these flour tortilla shells right here. As you see, they nice and big and everything. And I'm gonna just get one of these nice ones out the bag and let you see they nice and soft and nice and big, looking good. And I'll be using this pepperoni that I have left over. I'll be putting it in the inside. And I'll be using some Tillamook extra sharp Cilantro cheese. I'll be grating that onto it and everything. And I have some cilantro I'll be throwing in there just to give it that extra little taste and everything, which is gonna be tasting good. You know how Mr. Belle like to hook it up and everything. So I'm gonna be doing this on the stove today, this morning. And these quesadillas, I'm telling you, they are gonna be so delicious. I guarantee you'll be making these quesadillas like this. So first of all, I'm just gonna grab this cheese and I'm just gonna grate it right over here. You can grate it with any kind of grater you want to, but me, I like to use this small grater right here, and I'm just gonna start grating this on the plate like this and get it nice and good. You can use the grater that's standing up too, but this is just so smooth and so easy to do it like this and everything. So I'm just gonna be doing it just like that and just grate all this cheese up nice and good, just like that. And I'll be using this like that. When you're grating it, it's no fun when you're grating and you grate your hand. Then you be wanting to stop. So you just have to look. And I'm gonna turn this plate around, see how nice and good this cheese is grating. I'm gonna do it just like this. Grate it some more, because you want the cheese to go in there. I want this cheese to get all over there. And when I throw my pepperoni on there, I'm gonna just put the cheese, more cheese on the top. These are gonna be so good. Just like that. And I think that should be about enough, this cheese. I'm gonna have a little extra. And I'm just gonna put this like that. Put this to the side. And then I'm gonna get started on these shells and everything. Put this to the side. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm using my nice, let's get it right here. I'm gonna just put it on the stove like this, and I'm gonna cut the stove on. I'm gonna cut it on 7, and just put it in there. As you know, my flour tortilla shells is nice, and I'm just gonna heat them up right quick. I'm gonna heat this one up and everything, nice and good. Cause you know school fitting in, and the kids might come in the house, and it's always good to have your kids in the kitchen. They at school right now, but my kids do cook with me. If you watch in a couple of my videos, you see my kids cooking with me and everything, teaching them how to cook in a young age and everything, so they already know how to cook. If I'm at work, or if my wife at work, or if your spouse at work, if anyone at work, and you can trust them on the stove and say, okay, Mom, Dad, I want a quesadilla or something, they'll know how to do it. So it's good to get them involved during these times now, how to cook and everything. So I'm just gonna heat this one up like this, and I'm gonna sit it over to the side. I heat up both sides of it, take it, sit it on this plate, and I'm gonna grab this one right here, and I'm gonna put it in there. Get that nice and good like that, and just let it just heat up on both sides and everything. As you see, I have my pepperoni right here, the cilantro I slice up a little, just to put it in there to make it have that extra little taste to it. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna flip it like that, let this side get nice and good and hot. And so what I'm gonna start doing right now, I'm just gonna start just spreading my cheese over it just like this. Little of the cheese in it, and just spread that. And that is looking good, melting. Just let that cheese just melt all over it. Just like that. And also you could use any size of the grater you want to put your cheese in. And put whatever you want in the inside. It don't have to be pepperoni. It don't have to be, well, and you just sit it like this. It's almost like you're doing a pizza all over again. Sit that pepperoni on there like that. I'm telling you, it was so delicious. I made my son one this morning, and it was delicious. I said, oh, I have to make one and put it on there. Just put it just like that, and put it in there like that. Now, every bite you take, it's gonna have it, and just sprinkle a little of that cilantro over it, just like that. Now, you might not like cilantro. You might like green onions or something, or you might just like it plain. It's your decision what you like, but I'm just giving you a little idea how Mr. Belle like it. And do it just like that and everything. And I'm just gonna rake the rest of this over like this, because when it melts, it's gonna melt. As you see, it's looking good. I had to show it to you, looking good like that. Put it back on here. And I'm gonna just take this other one and put it just like that. And mash it onto it. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna flip it over and let it cook. And it's gonna be so delicious. I'm telling you, this one right here are gonna be delicious. Let it get a little brown and everything. Mash it like that. And you know, Mr. Belle like to say, for all you first time viewers, while the food is cooking, if you have time, wash your dishes. Don't leave it for your roommate. Don't leave it for your spouse. Don't leave it for your friend. Wash the dishes as you go. I'm gonna flip it over one more time, and we're gonna look at this back side like that. Get it nice. You want it a little crispy. It's getting that way. I'm gonna show it to you if you can't see it. It's getting nice and good. And just like that. That's gonna be real good. Oh yes. And I'm gonna let that sit and get a little brown. This is good. Oh yes. And that's right there. And this right here is going to be the quesadilla. This quesadilla is done. I didn't get it too crispy. I want it just nice and brown and everything. So this is, cut that off. And I'm going to put this over right in this plate just like this. Just slide it in there. Because it's hot. I don't want to use my hands. As you see, it's looking good. It's nice and hot. Turn that off. Put that to the side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my food cutting scissors, and I'm going to just take it just like this. And cut this quesadilla like that. And she see me cutting it. Cut it like that, and I'm gonna cut it again. My kids, they like for me to cut it in a lot of pieces, so I'm just giving you an idea. You can cut it the way you want to cut it, and cut it like this one more time. Like this, pick these scissors up. This is hot too, so you have to bear with me. I'm kind of burning my little fingers, so, but it's all right. Cut it just like that. Like that. Like that. And as you see, this is looking good and everything. Looking nice and good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna taste it. This is good for lunch, for midnight. That tastes good. And then also tastes good with the cilantro, or you can use green onions, or you don't have to use no veggies in it. It's up to you. That's Cooking with the Bells. We did it again. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed and you've been thinking about subscribing, how do I subscribe? That's all you have to do. Ding! Hit that button and you are subscribed to Mr. Belle Kitchen. If you like it, leave a comment in the box. And as you know, I've been answering all my comments. Everybody been leaving good comments in the box and everything. I like that. And have a good day.